Hey guys, it's Mike Miltimore from Riversong Guitars. I'd like to take a few minutes and actually give you a little bit of a lesson on what to look for when you're buying a quality guitar, or even a first guitar really for that matter. There's a few things to watch for and a few common pitfalls that people fall into and can't get out of. So let's set you up for success and talk about the first thing. Number one thing is you want to make sure you're buying your guitar from somewhere that can service it. Your instruments are made out of wood and they expand and contract with moisture and humidity. And if you don't have somebody that can adjust your guitar perfectly for that, like a guitar technician, so most music stores have guitar technicians, you want to make sure that you're buying from somewhere like that so they can get it so that it plays well for you. Otherwise, you'll have high action and it'll hurt your fingers and you won't want to play anymore. Number two thing to look for is a guitar that's got a nice comfortable neck. Something that fits you well, your hand. Our guitars, when we build them, we actually went through about 30 different guitar necks before we decided on this one. It's 42 millimeters at the nut, and it's got a nice taper, and the curvature in the back, it's not too big and round. It's just a very nice, comfortable, fast neck. The next thing that you should look at is the construction of the guitar. So, for instance, I like to think of it as the reason why you'd buy a guitar or build a guitar. And if you're building a cheap guitar, you use plywood, you use cheap woods, that kind of a thing. Riversong guitars are all made out of 100% solid wood. So solid wood is not plywood, so it means that the grains are all in line, and they sound better and better with age as they resonate more and more. Ply guitars are just that. They're made out of plywood. The grains go opposite directions, and they're just not as good sounding. So I always try to find something with at least a solid top, but obviously solid sides and back also make a huge difference too. Another thing I try to avoid is mixing plastics with woods. Woods expand and contract. That's a normal thing. We have different seasons, especially here in Canada. It gets really dry in winter, and your wood's going to shrink up. And if it shrinks and you have braces going across of it, you can actually have cracking issues, that kind of stuff. Riversong guitars actually eliminate a lot of the structural bracing which goes perpendicular to the grain of the wood, so it actually helps eliminate a lot of those problems. And the other thing is sound. It's got to sound good, and you got to like the guitar. So those are some really basic steps that you can do to find a great guitar for yourself. Find one that you like. Make sure you can get it adjusted from a guitar technician, and it usually comes from a music store. Solid woods and a really good fit and feel, and you're going to be off to the races to see you at the awards show. So please vote for me at Bdc.ca, Mike Miltimore, and rock on.